On the flip side of modernity and development, this community is taking up a nomenclature of a rising cosmopolitan city with various construction of roads, culverts, public utility buildings, and stations all mingling to brighten up your stay or visit.
Well, we do not think it is complimentary to regard Ekpe as a sleepy town or as a rustic town. You know, it needs and of course does deserve some development. So what's coming to Ekpe, the fishing, the thriving fishing and market community, is development. You can do all that with good roads, with 24-hour light, with beautiful beachfront, waterfront along the marina, with world-class music concerts, with regular theatrical shows at Eco Theatre, with One Lagos Fiesta, you know, growing, with cinemas coming to Ekpe, so that you don't have to, you know, get to IMAX in Lekki or to Silverbird in Ikeja before you can Wakanda, or before you can see Kunle Afolayan's latest film, or Muabudu's, you know, latest flick. We're saying that Ekpe, without losing its cultural essence, and its cultural essence is in its history, in its people, in their commitment to fish farming, in their, you know, jovial, convivial, welcoming nature. You don't have to lose all those to development, but you need development nevertheless. And you can see that practically everybody that has passed through the roads that we have built and the roads that we are still building all over and all around Ekpe, you know, are commending that rather than distort what Ekpe is known for, is actually, you know, opening up the city so that Ekpe now can be regarded and celebrated as an integral part of Lagos State, which indeed it is. So I do not see any dismembering or, you know, a new essence coming to Ekpe. It is development that we're bringing there, and we also want Ekpe to be a smart city, like the entire Lagos is smart. It's an integral component of a smart mega city. And you can't have a city that is sleepy, that the only thing that you need it for is to get away and go and chill. You will do that, but in doing that there, just like you would do in Badagry when you need to see the Vlekete market, when you need to see the point of no return, where you need to appreciate, you know, nature and everything, you still want 5-star treatment as a visitor, as a tourist, you know, and even if the job takes you there, what, you know, for example, if channels were to have, what's it called? A bureau, you know, just like LTV does in all the 5 divisions, it means that while you're there, you shouldn't feel that you have been cheated or you have been taken away from civilization. So what Ekpe is enjoying, as indeed Badagry and Ikorodu, is the fact that they are now socially and commercially, and if you like, infrastructurally, at par with mainland and, you know, island Lagos, which is the vision of the founding fathers of Lagos State, to say that let Lagos be one, and which speaks to our slogan about one Lagos. It's one Lagos, and we love Lagos, and Ekpe is an integral part of that one Lagos.
If you came through the major road, it was done in the short 3 years that Governor has been in government. And the way that happened, he opened up this place. There was a lot of traffic into the town, helped our local revenue generation and local economy. You know, so that's something we haven't seen in a long time. We have businesses now coming to this axis because there's good road network. Now, electricity is coming. I have heard that the 3,000 megawatts that Lagos State government is trying to generate off the grid, part of it will come to Ekpe. And if that happens, you know what that means for a community of this nature. So what has happened in the past is that there hasn't been any major or deliberate, you know, effort at developing this axis. But today that, you know, thought has changed. There is a deliberate effort at developing, you know, everywhere in Lagos, including Ekpe, and we are reaping bountifully from it.
Already, the newly built up roads are now very busy for articulated vehicles because these routes now serve as a fast exit from Lagos to other parts of the country without going through the busy city center. When it all comes together, there are indications to suggest that Ekpe will emerge again with a force of reckoning and perhaps hold its own again as a cultural/cosmopolitan town with all the trappings of a smart city.
Especially in the area of the creative economy and performing arts, is the tourism master plan. What are the low-hanging fruits for the next 2 years that will serve as our quick win years? The master plan has detailed them, which is why we have reclaimed, a large expanse of land around the Ekpe Marina. The investment that will come there, the resorts that will be built there, the sort of businesses that will trail it, show that it will be foolhardy of any government coming after this to see it only as entertainment and not to appreciate the business sense, the social infrastructure, the security around it, for the community. We envisage, for example, that the Oshoroko Fishing Festival will grow into one of the biggest fishing festivals in the entire West African, sub-region. Because now the corporate world is looking at what the governor is doing and are keen into it. 70% of what we spend on one Lagos Fiesta on a yearly basis comes from the corporate sector. Because there is value in it, there's traction, and the people in the communities themselves believe in it. The area where we used to have one Lagos Fiesta in Ekpe Youth Recreation Center, in line with the vision of the governor, has now been turned into a mini stadium. We now have the one Lagos Fiesta at the Ekpe Marina. Development is happening. Project this, which the governor conceived during his campaign, which is actually what is driving this whole commitment in matters of tourism, art and culture. Tourism, hospitality, entertainment and the arts, together with sports, to achieve excellence, is playing, real time, playing obvious game in Ekpe. Recreation center becoming a mini stadium. It means that you can begin to envisage a kind of local league that will happen there. Who says that a mini marathon cannot happen in Ekpe? With the good roads there and with the sort of visibility that the Lagos City Marathon has garnered in the last 3 years. February 11th again, 2019, there will be another marathon. More corporate sponsors are coming in. And we are thinking, if you have the local marathon, rather than have, if you have a mini marathon, rather than have the Ethiopians and the Somalis all the time winning, take a mini marathon, for example, to Ekpe, 5,000 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and it becomes a yearly thing. Oshoroko will grow, and then an entertainment city is coming to Ekpe. The whole idea of a film village that we have in mind can only happen in a place like that.
The idea of having composing units of the state develop at a competitive pace sure will serve as a fast therapy to soothe the stress from the tense hassles of living and doing business in the established areas like Ikeja, Lagos Island, and a few locations. With a properly planned network of rails, water transportation, and road network, people should not hesitate to live in any locations of their choice and not necessarily by chance. It's always a pleasure having to do this every week with you, knowing you're a part of it. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.